Bonjour Aries and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your mid-month tarot reading for the month of May. So I'm going to be pulling a couple of energies from my oracle deck and then I will delve into the message with the tarot. So I hope you're doing well. Now please do bear in mind those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. So take what applies directly to your circumstances and then just discard the rest. And if you know that you resonate better with your Moon, Venus, rising sign, or if you would like a more comprehensive picture, then do check those out reading-wise. Okay, so what do we have for my lovely Aries Aquarians, please? So your first energy is the butterfly and snowdrop, hope. You also have the fox and ivy, adaptability. Please ignore my dog. And finally, we have the raccoon and sycamore, curiosity. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say about these energies. Clarify the message for my Aries Aquarians, please. I think that's about right. Alright, so we begin with the King of Flame. That's the King of Wands. Fire energy, lovely for you. We then have the Seven of Wands. And the Three of Swords. We then have the Nine of Swords. Center of your spread, the Six of Wands, beautiful. And the Two of Cups. We then have a major arcana for you, the High Priestess. The Four of Swords. And the Five of Wands. Lots of Wands energy going on here. The bottom of the deck, which is the energy supporting you, you may not be aware of, it's all around you. You have the beautiful Sun, Major Arcana. Now this is beautiful, I will talk to you about it in a minute. Okay, so let's start with the center of your spread, because that's the most important card in here. And that's the Six of Wands. Now, you do have 4 cards out of 9 that are Wands energy, and then you have 3 of Swords. So we're talking air energy and fire energy, which is okay because they're not detrimental to each other. So the Six of Wands, fire energy, representing desire, passion and power, and 6, I personally have a big thing for number 6s because they represent harmony after having overcome a challenge. This is a card of victory, of success. This is stating that you've overcome something and you've triumphed. And there is also an element of public recognition. So take what resonates, whether you're here for work, relationship, whatever the case may be, or business. This is a victory, and you know your status is recognized as well. So you know that this is really a beautiful energy to have. I was really pleased to see it coming there. So the first energy was hope, and this is with the King of Wands, Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords. So the Kings represents mastery and knowledge. They are active energy, so yang energy, as opposed to a Queen, which is passive and receptive. And this is the King of passion and desire. This is a go-getter, someone who's going to go after what they want. But because he's the most experienced out of all the court cards in his suit, this is someone who will make calculated risk, but he will act but he's not going to be like the Knight of Wands who's just going to go for it. This is also, this is passion mixed with drive and the benefit of experience. So the King of Wands is, very charismatic person. And then you've got the Seven of Wands next to that. 7 is experience, self-analysis, confidence. So the Seven of Wands talks about standing up for what you believe in. Whether you are standing up for someone, maybe this King of Wands. And by the way, obviously this is a general reading, so it's, no genders attached, it's just the characteristic of the card. So it's standing up for what you believe in or for a person. It is persevering. This is the card of not giving up, of really standing your ground with passion and drive. And then you have the Three of Swords. Now 3 represents growth. They represent expansion, creativity. And Swords is the mental realm. So this is your knowledge, your thoughts, your ideas, and also truths and communication. So the Three of Swords is a breakthrough card. This is the card that breaks you free from the indecisiveness of the Two of Swords, where you feel you can't really make a decision for whatever reason it is. And so with the card of hope here, I believe that you fought for a specific situation or relationship, whether it's at work, whether it's a business you created, whether it's, as I said, a relationship, you have really defended this. Now you may be the King of Wands in that respect as well. You've defended it, you've taken action, you've followed your dream because you've got the hope card, you pushed through and you've had a breakthrough. Now I will say this about the Swords energy: the breakthroughs are not necessarily easy, okay? Swords cut, as I always say, but nonetheless you have had to think out of the box to get out of a situation because you had hope and faith in said situation. And you were right, because you do have that Six of Wands here. Now you have the card of adaptability. Let me put my teeth back in. Adaptability here with the Fox and Ivy. And right next to it you've got the Nine of Swords, which didn't surprise me when it popped up next to this card, because 9 represents achievements. But when you mix it with the Swords energy, this is, pushing the mental energy to a point of worry, stress, maybe even overthinking something. It's that anxiety that may be slightly overwhelming at some point, and so you've had to show adaptability because of it. And then you had that beautiful Six of Wands, which I discussed, with the Two of Cups. Now the twos represents duality, polarity, decisions, sometimes relationships, and Cups is the emotional realm. And I do note this is the only cup card you have here. It's very much fire, desires and mental energy going on here. So the Two of Cups may represent a relationship, significant relationship. So if you hear for love, then this is saying that yes, this is going to turn out nicely, or it already has, just, in the present time. If not, it sometimes represents a decision that needs to be made from a heart space, what's going to make you happy. And you may feel a little bit torn about it, maybe a little bit unsure. And the reason why I'm saying this is because right underneath it you have the Five of Wands, which finishes your reading. And I'm mentioning it now because they are next to each other. And the 5 represents changes and challenges. And when you mix this with the fire energy of the Wands energy, anything you pursue with passion, it creates frictions. So there could be discordances, there could be confrontations, but I'm really getting the energy very strongly of an internal conflict, something within yourself. If you hear for a business, that may represent competition, around you. But because it's right under the Two of Cups, I thought I would mention that. Because you see the Three of Swords talks about a breakthrough, having to think out of the box, thinking creatively in order to get out of a stale male situation, And then you have the Two of Cups, which is, you know, making that decision from an emotional point. And so there may be internal conflicts regarding that, is what I'm feeling. You then have the card of a curiosity, which I really like, because I like the inquisitive mind of children, just generally speaking, and looking at things from a different point of view, you know, getting unstuck rather than fearing, you know, this Nine of Swords energy. And you have the beautiful High Empress next to this card. Now, this is a major arcana, so a big energy on your life path. To me, as a tarot reader, if you ever read if you ever watched, sorry, my readings, you'll know I attach specific importance to the majors, because the minors represent the day-to-day situations, events, and people, whereas the major represent the big energies in your life. And sometimes it's a sign from your spirit team, so God, your angels, divine, universe, whoever you work with, nudging you in the right direction. And you have the High Priestess. So when you pair curiosity with the High Priestess, this is a very strong message of, you know, trusting your intuition, exploring the potential downloads that you receive, the signs you see, the synchronicities. Because the High Priestess, she gains her wisdom through channeling messages from the spirit world into the physical world. And obviously, you know, you may be getting messages that you don't fully understand and feel that they're irrelevant, but they're not. The cards are really advising you to look at them and from a curious point of view, so like a child would look at them without preconceived ideas, is what I'm hearing. Because this is going to get you out of this Nine of Swords energy of anxiety, you know, the overthinking, and, you know, being generally just more open. And then you have the Four of Swords. So the Four is strong foundation and stability. So the Four of Swords really represents mental stability. It comes after having had that breakthrough. So you see, you do have the 3 to the 4, which is nice to see. This card really, and there are layers to the cards, okay? It may talk about needing to take a step back to look at things. It may talk about you feeling like you are pushing against some constraint. That's the shadow side of the Four of Swords. And the advice here really is to trust your intuition, because you're going to get some signs. Because if you look at it, curiosity, High Empress, Priestess, sorry, I really can't talk today, I apologize. This is all to say, you know, look at things from a new, fresh point of view, trust your gut, because if you're feeling stuck here with this Four of Swords, then, you know, it's going to help you overcome the competition or your internal conflicts that you may be experiencing. And I am not going to clarify what kind of conflicts or competition you have, because you have the beautiful energy of the Sun supporting. And the Sun, which is your second major arcana, is the most positive card in the deck and has the effect to get rid of any negativity that you may encounter in a spread. So this Five of Wands, which may be a bit of a challenge, you know, whether you're fighting within yourself or competing with people, whatever the case may be, the Sun will make this go away. The Sun is things being put to light if you are having doubts and you don't see the answer. It's an energy of victory and success. It's an energy of joy, sheer happiness, warmth, revitalization. And with the idea of, you know, curiosity here, and I was talking to you about having like a childlike approach, a fresher approach. You know, the Sun is youthful energy as well. So this is saying that what's around you is really, really positive, not to stress about whatever is happening, because you have that victory right in the middle here. You've got 2 victory cards in your spread, which is very good. And this is very much within your fire energy. You know, you have lots of wands as well. So it really is recommending that you are flexible with the adaptability card here, rather than being rigid. And that you look at things from a childlike point of view, fresher point of view, so that you may release this anxiety that you're having right now, and the constraints that you may be feeling, you know, right now in your head, they will go away as well. You know, trust that the universe has your back is pretty much the message I'm getting. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I really appreciate your time. I wish you a wonderful month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.